Animal behavior is a topic with infinite depth that has drawn the attention of us humans for centuries. Recording the activity of various species through direct observation plays a fundamental role in our understanding of their behavior. Recent research has been carried out on immature green turtles with the aim of gaining clarification on the assumption that they conserve energy effectively to maximize growth and fitness. The documenting article titled Ethogram of Immature Green Turtles, Behavioral Strategies for Somatic Growth in Large Marine Herbivores was head-authored by Junichi Okuyama and contributed to by several others. To fulfill their aim, they investigated the behavioral patterns of 8 immature green turtles across 3 categories: feeding, resting, and other behaviors like general swimming, as well as the duration of each behavior and microhabitat use. Various data loggers were used in the study, including head acceleration, depth, speed, GPS, and video sensors, so feeding events could be directly observed in the wild. The results showed a daily routine with 2 feeding peaks, one in the morning between around 5 and 9, and another at night between 5 and 8, with all turtles resting in between bouts. Figure 5 from the article shows a daily ethogram with 3 phases for one of the turtles spanning 3 days. The white blocks represent feeding bouts, grey blocks represent rest, and black blocks represent other behaviour. Video footage along with depth data showed that the turtles preferred to feed in depths shallower than 3 metres and to rest under the reef ledge about 15 metres below surface. During either time, the turtles tended to move vertically and horizontally, which occurred mostly just before or just after feeding bouts. In Figure 6, we see these patterns really clearly, with the top red bars showing very shallow depths during feeding bouts and other time. So the feeding bouts are displayed as clear white blocks, and the other time are the dots through the middle of the graph. While resting periods, which are the grey bars at the bottom, were always more than 10 to 15 metres underwater where the reef ledges are located. In comparison to other studies on green turtles, this study reported a much longer duration of feeding bouts than in other locations, which is likely due to the primary type of food being eaten, so seagrass in this study versus jellyfish and macroplankton in other studies. However, the other populations actually fed at far more frequent intervals throughout the day and were much larger turtles, so it seems that this difference is accounted for by a larger gut capacity and faster digestion. This suggests that the turtles in this study actually did feed as much as possible to maximize their energy gain. In terms of microhabitat use, the turtles in this study had much smaller ranges than in other studies with larger turtles. So the immature green turtles spent most of their time resting, with general swimming to and from feeding sites, which does indicate some strategy for effectively converting energy gained from food into growth with minimum energy loss. So in summary, this study confirms that the behavioural patterns of immature green turtles are conducive to the maximum growth and overall fitness.